Now, day after Reform UK unveiled plans to slash the amount of benefits paid to migrants, it's emerged today that the number of refugees claiming universal credit in Britain has boomed by an astonishing 44%. A record 130,618 refugees are now on universal credit, costing British taxpayers an astonishing £1.56 billion per year. How on earth did we get to this situation? I'm delighted now to be joined by the political commentator, the independent statistician and great friend of the show, Jamie Jenkins. Jamie, let's start with the overall bad news. We've got record numbers of universal credit across the board, and refugees are through the roof.
Yeah, good afternoon, Martin. So we've had two sets of data, really, that kind of sets out where Britain is today. We've had the DWP universal credit statistics and the ONS labour market statistics. And kind of what it's showing is on the labour market side, we've seen further job losses in the last month, 13,000 down. We've lost 94,000 in a year and 183,000 since the election. So the productive side of the economy is weakening. And on the benefit side, when you look at the universal credit side, welfare keeps growing. So, yeah, we're at 8.4 million now universal credit claimants. Now, one of the things that's been happening in recent years, Martin, is universal credit has been going up, partly because they've been migrating a lot of people from other benefits onto the universal credit system. But that migration now has pretty much been done. So the increases and the record numbers we're seeing now, these are real increases, more and more people claiming benefits. And it's no surprise when the labour market's struggling and people are losing jobs. And the ONS today say that because vacancies, Martin, are down now, I think, to the lowest they've been since 2014, if you take out the pandemic. And small businesses are saying it's the cost of hiring people, which is why they're not recruiting. And where do people go when they can't get a job? They go on benefits, which costs the taxpayer as well.
All right. Jamie, looking at that graphic on our screen now, it's mind-boggling to see that just in 1 year there's been a 44% increase in the number of asylum seekers, refugees, call them what you'd like, claiming universal credit. Jamie, surely that sends out the message to the rest of the world: come to Britain, you'll get benefits, £1,000 a month, 12 grand a year, an annual cost of £1.56 billion. It's unaffordable and it's unsustainable.
No, I think you're right there. Now, if you take the kind of the whole welfare system and the universal credit numbers, Martin, over a slightly longer period as well, if we go back to 2022 when they started collating this data on kind of, they don't specifically have nationality, but they have the kind of the immigration status of people claiming these benefits. And the universal credit numbers have gone up about 50% because of some of this migration from other benefits. But if we look at non-EEA, so that's kind of the European economic area, so broader than just refugees here, Martin, if we look at non-EEA kind of claimants, whereas the benefit system overall, they've seen a 50% increase, that group itself has gone up 150%. And it just goes to show we've had huge migration from people from, parts of the world like India, Pakistan. And people keep saying to us, they're coming over here, they're contributing to the economy. Well, they're also contributing to a higher benefits bill as well. And this is unsustainable. We can't continue with this. And ultimately, the government needs to crack down on the magnet of what's pulling people into this country.
And Jamie Jenkins, I think a great many people now just looking at numbers like this, 150% increase of those born abroad on universal credit, £1.56 billion going to refugees alone in 1 year, and thinking, how on earth can UK PLC afford this? The answer is we probably can't. Jamie Jenkins, always a delight to have you on the show. Thank you very much there. Of course, Stat of the Nation is your Substack. Thank you, Jamie.